hit play fight, all I hear is
Kaya!
hey y'all, it's your girl Kai, and today, as you can see by the title, I will be recording a get ready with me slash story time. So yeah, I'm about to go out to this little event that's like an organization from my college is hosting. So I figured this was a good time. But today's story time is going to be about the time my mom caught me out with the boys. So yeah.
He needs some milk!
I mean, it's really not that bad when you think about it, because I'm gonna show y'all how I was wearing it. Right, it's not that bad, but it just looks like this because it's in a bonnet and stuff. But what lace? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. But anyway, so I was talking to this boy, and I was in ninth grade. Yeah, this was my ninth grade year, so my bad, y'all. But this was my ninth grade year, and I was talking to this boy, and I wasn't allowed to have a boyfriend at the time. I was only allowed to have a boyfriend when I turned 16. So, like, he wasn't my official boyfriend, but like, yeah, right. He was my boyfriend. We just didn't call each other boyfriend and girlfriend. Well, he called me bae, like, you know, like bae, like, you know, when y'all not official, but they be calling you bae like that. But anyway, so I was in ninth grade and he was in 11th grade, but we did not go to the same school. So basically, it wasn't no way for me to see him. So the way that I like figured I would see him and stuff was if I went to the library, because if you from Jax, you know, but he lived on Duns, and there's the Highlands Library that's on Duns. So what I did was, my little sneaky tail self, I would tell my mom that I need to do my schoolwork at the library, because at that time we had a computer, but like it didn't work or something like that. Something to where I couldn't use the computer that we had at the house like that, and I didn't have a laptop or anything at that time. But she would like take me to the library, you know, so I could do my work. But I was honestly doing work. It just wasn't work that literally like had to be. Well, at one point it was like when I first started going, I actually did have a project that I had to do for one of my classes, and I did need a laptop computer, but I didn't have to go up there every time that I went up there. I just went up there to do my work, just because I knew I was gonna see TJ. That's what we call him. So yeah. So I would just like go up there to see him. And so the way this plan like came into play was because it was like his idea, because I wasn't even thinking about it. But yeah, so basically I got my mom to like take me up there, and I would go on Sundays because it was a library by my house, and she would have just been like, go to the other library, the one that's like down the street, because we didn't live on Duns. But she would have just been like, go to the library that's like closer to the house. But the thing was, the library that was by my house, along with like all the other libraries, were closed on Sundays. The only one that was open was the one on Duns. So I was like, that's perfect. So yeah, we came up with that little plan, and boom. So I like got to going to the library and seeing him and stuff. And I think I saw him like 2 or 3 times. And then I remember one time like I went up there And I used to like leave before they closed, maybe like 30 minutes before closing. Like, you know, they closed at 6 because it was Sunday. But and he will always leave before me, like before my mama got there. This one time he left, like once my mom got there, like I was leaving at closing time and then he was leaving at closing time. So I walked out and I was like, wait, like telling him like, don't walk out like directly behind me or with me because I don't want her to know. Y'all, tell me why I walk out and this boy walks out like directly behind me. Right, dumb. And my mom was like, that's that little boy you be on the phone with? And I was like, no, I don't know him. He had his hoodie on and everything. He was like walking away. His back was facing the windshield or whatever, so she couldn't see his face. But I was like, no ma'am, he be up here. I don't know him like that, but he be up here. So yeah, that was that. That was like their first little encounter without her knowing. But so that's just a little background. Now let's get to where the going got tough. Me and my friends used to always go to like the movies and go out to eat at River City. So that's like this little area that got like all these little stores and stuff, kind of like that. So we used to always like go to Hollywood theaters and then we would go get something to eat. Like most times we would go get like Buffalo Wild Wings or something like that. But yeah, so we used to go like once a month type thing. So we went pretty frequently, and like my mama would drop me off. She always asked like, who all going? Every single time, like it's not the same people going. Like she don't know my friends by now. Yeah, but she would always ask like, who all gonna be there? Who all going? Drop me off and pick me up. So one day we was planning to like go to the movies and stuff, but it was one of those times where like the plan just didn't go, like couldn't nobody come, basically. It was one of those times. So my plan, like for that time, before it fell through, I was like, okay, when I go to the movies with my friends, my little boo could come see me at the movies. So basically I had told him that I was going before things got confirmed, and he was under the impression that I was going. So he told me like, he was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna come, da 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 da, X, Y, Z. So the day gets here, and the day of that we're supposed to be going to the movies before like everybody had canceled and stuff. That day was the same day as my godbrother's birthday celebration. So that's where I was with my mom and like my sister and stuff. So we were like celebrating his birthday and all that, and he had like all his friends from school and whatnot there, and we were celebrating or whatever. So like it's getting like later and later, and I'm just like, okay, she gonna let me go to the movies. And mind y'all, I had already asked her like, could I go to the movies and everything, when I thought that but I had already asked her, could I go to the movies and everything, making sure it was okay, when me and my friends had first started talking about how we was gonna go, because if I asked her in advance, I wasn't going. So I already knew better. So I had already been asked her to go. And then my mama one of those people that's like, you ask them to go and they tell you yeah, and then when the day get there, they're like, what do you mean? Like, she's one of those, like, she be acting like that sometimes. So acting forgetful. But I was like, am I still going to the movies with my friends? Da, 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 da. And she was like, who all gonna be there? And I was like, it's just gonna be me and what I'm gonna call her? It's just gonna be me and Ellie. And so she was like, you and Ellie? And I'm like, yes ma'am. And she was like, And she one of those too, like she don't want to answer you, she don't want to tell you yes or no, she just be like, And when she say you know that mean no. But like deep down in my heart, I was just hoping and praying that she was gonna let me go, because deep down, like, to be honest, Ellie wasn't even gonna go for real. Like, she could only go if my mom picked her up. So yeah. it was one of those situations. Like, it wasn't guaranteed that Ellie was gonna go anyways, but I said that thinking like my plan at that point was tell her that it's gonna be me and Ellie. Go to the movies, be like, oh, Ellie already in there, and then just like go about my business and go see my little boo. So that obviously did not happen. She ended up like not letting me go. She just didn't even say nothing anymore. Like, I didn't even keep asking her because I already knew better. But at the same time, I never told TJ that I wasn't coming. Like, I just kept, cause like even when I was asking her and she was just like beating around the bush and stuff, and I knew I wasn't gonna go, I was just really holding out hope, and I kept telling her like, yeah, we about to leave now. Like, lying. But yeah. So she ended up like no, and then my auntie was like, she want to go to the movie so bad, and that's what my mom was like. Yeah, she probably trying to sneak and see some boy. And I was like, ooh, how you know? But I was like, no, I'm not lying. But yeah, so that was that little incident, and I felt so bad, y'all, because TJ had ended up. Oh, shoot. TJ had ended up catching a ride. Like, it was one of those rides where you gotta pay. So I think he Ubered or caught the bus, one of those. And then he had bought our tickets and everything. He was just up there, and I was just like, ooh. Sucks to suck. But yeah, so I felt so bad, y'all. I felt so bad. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. She said I could go. I don't know why. She's not letting me go. I knew exactly why she wasn't letting me go, because I thought I was slick, and she knew I thought I was slick. But either way, I ended up going. So that was that little incident. Now let's get to the incident where it went down. Now that we're doing all the background. So it was another one of those times that me and my friends planned to go to the movies, but this time it actually like we was actually gonna go. Like I said, this wasn't nothing new. Like, we wasn't new to this. We was true to this. Like, we did this every month. Like, come on. I think the time that it fell through probably was a month where we tried to go twice in 1 month. Everybody's money just wasn't right or whatever. But I mean, we was only 9th grade, understandably. But yeah, so it was one time where me and my friends planned to go to the movie and go out to eat, and it actually like worked out. So the plan was like a go with my friends and whatnot. So I had told him, just because like we talked every day. That was my little boo thing. So like I told him, I was like, yeah, me and my friends are going to the movies or whatever. And I was hesitant to tell him because I was like, last time I went to with my friends, you were supposed to come. Ended up buying our tickets, and then I never even showed up, so I felt so bad. I was like, should I tell him I'm going to the movies? Cause he probably gonna be salty, like, why you wouldn't come that one time when it was supposed to be us, but you go with your friends, like, kind of vibe. But I told him, and he didn't like act like that at all. He was just like, oh. He told me that he was gonna be at work, so I told him, like, oh, okay, like, I'm going to the movies. He worked at Papa John's on Dunn's. So, I was like, okay, I'm going to the movies with my friends, XYZ. So, keep that in mind, y'all, because this boy's supposed to be at work. Right. He also told me, like, oh, I'm going to come up there. But then he told me that, and then he told me, like, in the same breath that he got work. So, it wasn't giving like you're coming up here. It's giving like you're just talking. Right. So, I was like, oh. And when he told me he was coming, I was just like, okay, girl, like, all right, I'm gonna see you out there. Like, dog, you're not really coming. Like, a doubtful, okay, but like, okay, child, whatever. Like, one of those. So, me and my friends get to the movie theater, and we go in, and I get a text, and it's like, where you at? And I was like, in my heart, I knew he was there. I was like, oh, what you mean? I don't have the messages, y'all. I wish I did, but that was like 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 phones ago, child. But yeah, he was like, come out to the lobby or come outside, one of them. So I walked outside the movie theater and I told my friends, I was like, oh, he's here. Because when he told me that he was coming, I had told like Rain about them, like, oh, he might be coming. He said he coming, but like he said he got work, so like ain't no telling. You know, people be lying. So when he said come outside, I was like, oh y'all, he here or whatever. And he was like, oh, okay, whatever, not paying me no mind for real. Mind you, it's like a group of us, so it's like 6 of us, like all together. So yeah. I had went out. I remember going outside, like the theater that we were in, and like texted him like, "Where are you at?" Cause I got out. Cause when I walked out, I like peeked around the corner from like where you go in the back to like the theaters, and then like where the concession stand at in the front in the lobby. Cause I didn't want to walk all the way out into the lobby because I think the movie we were seeing was gonna be like over past curfew, and because we was underage. Like, my mama had to sneak us in and everything else, so I didn't want them to see me and be like, where your mama at? Like, it's past curfew kind of vibe. So I'm just, like, peeking around the corner trying to see if he's there. And then I ain't see him, so I texted him, I was like, where you at? And he came from by the bathrooms. Like, I'm standing by the bathroom because there's, like, a bathroom. When you walk past the concession stand, there's a bathroom right there before you get to, like, the theaters and stuff. So he walked out and, like, grabbed me, like hug kind of thing, and I was like, oh my god, you're here, like that. Happy to see him, happy to see my little boo. So we ended up going back to the theaters, and basically, long story short, he snuck in. So he told him he had to go to the bathroom. That's why he was over by the bathrooms. Yeah, so he had snuck in, and we just went to the theaters and sat down. And he had sat next to me, but he was like an outside seat, like the last seat on the row, like the very outside seat. Yep. So that was that. I think he came on like the movie was like kind of sort of about to be over. So we wasn't in there for long. And then after the movie was over, we ended up leaving, him and me and my friends and stuff. And I was like, oh y'all, this is TJ XYZ. They was like, hey, what's up? Whatever. Okay, cool. So, I don't remember going to eat after that. Like, I don't remember going to, like, sit down and eat like we normally did. I'm not sure if we had ate before, because sometimes we would, like, eat before we went into the movie theaters. Like, depending on what time it was and all that. Like, depending on how we was feeling that day. We would, like, eat before. Or like sometimes we eat after, so it just really depended. But that day I don't remember going to get something to eat, like right after we left the movie theater or whatever. So after the movies was over, I remember some people had to leave. I don't remember who at the group had to leave, but some people had to leave because their ride was there, the parent. And like the rest of us just like walked around River City. I don't remember exactly where we went. Like I said, this was 9th grade. I'm a freaking sophomore in college now, so you do the math. But I remember good, but it ain't that good. But I do know that we ended up at Five Guys. And I remember we ended up at Five Guys because that's where I got caught at. Yeah. So I know it was me, TJ, and then like 2 of my friends. Like that was like the rest of us that was there after everybody had got picked up or whatever. And we was at Five Guys, and I had to text my mom. Like I was texting my mom like every move. Like that's my thing. Like even to this day, my mom. Like I tell her where I'm going, when I'm coming back. She be like, text me when you get there, text me when you're leaving, like that. Like keep her updated, kind of thing. So that's what I was doing. That's how she knew where to come get me, because if you ever been to River City, you know that Five Guys and the movie theater is not close. So yeah. We ended up going to Five Guys, and I used to have the videos, y'all. I just recently deleted them. I don't know what possessed me to delete them or why I did so. But if I knew I was gonna make a YouTube video about it, I would have kept them. I had them on my Snapchat, little archive, whatever, that thing, because And it wasn't in my phone, but it was on my Snapchat. So yeah. It was me and him was sitting together, and then like my friends were like over by themselves. Like I was over there chilling with my boo. So they weren't trying to bother with me. But we was like talking, playing, little flirt, and like play fighting kind of thing. So like he was just talking trash. Like I remember in the video, he was like talking trash. Like he was like, look at her, da da da, something. And I was like, do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? And then he was like, yeah, let's fight. Let's go outside. And there was like a side door like across from us, like right across from us. So we walked out the side door, glass, like, and we was like play fighting a little bit. And then he was like taller than me, so like we're play fighting. He got my hand. I'm like, let my hands go. And he's like keeps like leaning in to try to kiss me, and I'm like dodging it, like chill out, like you doing too much. But like you my boo and all, but relax. I am not that girl. So yeah, we went back in after that. Cause I had some fries. I asked him was he hungry, cause I was like, I can get him something to eat, make up for that money he spent last time on me. But come to think of it, he probably was lying. He probably didn't buy the ticket for real, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know, and I don't care to know at this point. But yeah, so we went back in. I was like eating my fries and stuff, and then we went outside again to continue like play fighting. So we're play fighting, and like he's doing the same little move, the same little grab the wrist. I'm trying to lean in to kiss. I'm ducking and dodging, you know, that whole thing. But like playfully, I'm not like boy style. I'm just like, like what are you doing, like that. So yeah. All I hear is mid play fight. We're like this, all mid play fight. All I hear is Kaya. When I tell you my heart fell into the bottom of my stomach, I already knew what time it was. I knew what time it was. I already knew. I was like, ain't nobody but my mom. Ain't nobody but her calling my name like that. And rightfully so. No, I get it. But at that time, I wasn't trying to hear none of that. So, she calls my name. And like, I'm hesitant to look over. And I like glance like side eye on my peripheral. And I look. And then T-Day's like, that's your mama? I said, remove my wrist from his hands, out of his grasp, and I walked back in Five Guys. I hope you didn't think I was gonna walk to that car. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I wasn't doing it. I wasn't here for it. So, I walked back in Five Guys, and then I was like, in my head, I'm just like, what I'm gonna say, what I'm gonna do, like, there's no way out of this situation. Like, what do I do? Like, I was just like, dog, I don't want to get in trouble, man. Like, so I'm sitting there like, dog, I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to do. So, we go back inside, and he's still trying to play, fight, and kiss me. Mind y'all, it's glass, windows, and doors. Are you dumb? My mom's already here. Doesn't know I'm with you. You didn't hear the way she called my name. You know exactly what that meant. You're not supposed to be here. Nobody's supposed to be here. Like, you're getting me in trouble already. You want to try to keep kissing me? Or you want to keep trying to kiss me? Excuse me. No, sir. So I'm just like, stop. Like, at this point, I'm annoyed. Like, move. Like, you pissing me off. Why did you even come here? You were supposed to be at work. Like, I'm getting mad. Because I'm like, this would have never happened if you would have been at Papa John's like you was supposed to. You weren't supposed to get off till 9. What are you doing here? Yeah, I was upset. But, basically, what happened after that? Oh, so, I ended up telling my friends bye, who were still in there, and, I left. Like, I walked out to go to the car. Y'all, tell me why I walk out to go to the car and she's like parked like right in front of the establishment. Like she pulled up basically on the sidewalk when she seen me. She didn't care. But baby, I walked out to get to that car. So I put my hand on the handle. Hand on the handle. Yeah, that's right. So I put my hand on the handle and get in. This boy takes off running. My mama looked at me. She said, "Call him back." So I know what I did. I called him back. What you mean? Nah, get back over here. You're caught. We're caught. So don't try to run. Don't try to run. We're caught. What are you doing? Stick it out. Stick it out with me. Sit beside him. I'm trying to sit beside you. You're not trying to sit beside me. I'm your girl. You gonna sit beside me or what? Like, what's going on? Why are you running? So I was just like, dog, like, you was just in Five Guys trying to kiss me when my mama pulled up still. But now you want to run. Are you scared or not? Because the math not mathing. But anyway, I called him back. I was like, TJ! Out the window. And he came back. And like, he took that little walk of shame, the head hung, slumped shoulders, like that whole little thing. He came back. And then was like, well, hey, how you doing? I'm Kai's mom. Da 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 da. And that's when he was like, I'm TJ, XYZ, da da da, introducing himself by force. And then she was like, okay. I just wanted to see the little boy that my daughter be talking to, something else. She never put two and two together to realize that was the guy that came from out the library, in case y'all wondering. And I don't think I ever told her either, so. Hey, Mom. That was him. But yeah, so after that, we got the car. I was like, I swear I know he was coming. Like, I just cut to the chase. I was like, dog, I didn't even know he was coming. Like, before you try to get mad at me, we get home and I be in trouble. Let me tell you what it really is, though. He surprised me. Like, that's all this was. I was pumped. I'm a victim. Like, I didn't even know he was coming here. Like, come on. And even if I didn't know he was coming, I probably would have said that anyways. Not even gonna hold y'all. But I genuinely didn't think he was gonna come though. Cause he didn't get off work till 9. I remember that. But yeah, I may have said okay, but like in my head I was like, well, you're not coming. So yeah, that was that. After that, she didn't really bother me about it. And it was happily ever after, but she sure did catch me and I was like slick embarrassed. It wasn't a lot of people outside though, so I wasn't too embarrassed. And then again, my friends were on the inside, so they didn't even know what was going on. But honey, that's what was going on. So yeah, we ended up stopped talking after that. Not because of that situation or anything. It was like a couple months after that, I believe. But my math a little shabby. We was talking for like 11 months or something. Like I said, he was never my official boyfriend because I couldn't have no boyfriend. But that was my little move for the year. Sure was. But yeah, that's the end of that little story time. I got some more story times coming for y'all. But right now, I'm about to finish getting ready and let y'all see the finished product. So yeah. more or less of a feather. But it's not giving with the hat. I don't know what y'all think. I think I'm not gonna wear it. Yeah, we're gonna go hatless. But this is the look. I'll insert some pictures or videos of what it looks like completed. Put some earrings in, but y'all don't need to see all that. I mean, y'all been here long enough. I love y'all. Thanks so much for watching. 24 more likes video, post notifications, like, comment, subscribe, the whole 9. Yeah, see you guys in my next video. Peace. Bless me. It's hot. I just sprayed that perfume in here. That's what that is. Ooh. So, I'm hot. I am hot. I'm about to sneeze again. I'm about to burn myself in the eye. All right. See you guys next time. That was ugly.